This video was made to review and criticize the material in it, and is not intended to be a substitute for the original work. I do not own the material or any part of the show in this video. Please support HBO by watching the full episode and show on HBO or any other platform that legally streams it. Links to the official sites are available in the description box below. This video is intended to fall under the general guidelines of fair use and is edited as to not compete with the original work. As an aspiring writer and artist, my goal is to comment, review, criticize and learn from the work. Thank you for understanding. Welcome to Watcher. Today we're watching episode 61, the first episode of the 7th season. I'm starting to panic a bit. I really don't want this to end, and we're getting a bit too close to that. But anyway, please don't leave any spoilers in the comment section. I'd greatly appreciate that. And most importantly, thank you so much for the support and for joining me on this adventure. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe and leave a like. That would be really awesome. So the finale of last season was one of the best things I've ever seen. It was simply brilliant. I think it might be my favorite ending to a season so far. But I've been thinking about how we got rid of the High Bird, and sometimes I feel like I'm not fully satisfied with how it went. There are times I wish we got to see him get intellectually outsmarted. It still feels like he goes out as someone we couldn't outthink. But then again, this was the way, and it actually made all the sense, considering it was Cersei's doing. She just wants to win, or get her way, no matter what. So don't get me wrong, it's still a 10 out of 10 moment. I just wanted to see him look dumb in a conversation for once. I wanted to see someone completely destroy him intellectually. But I think it's pretty clear now. No one could. This might have been the only way. Complete extermination. Other than that, we finally got to know Jon's backstory. His mother was Lyanna. I had a feeling that that was a possibility. This fact can cause some problems though, if it gets revealed of course. Jon was proclaimed the king in the north by the other lords. I wouldn't be surprised if Baelish ruined that. Maybe he knows who Jon truly is, cause that dude knows a lot. And with Bran being back, I can see there being some inner conflict in the north again, and among the Starks, but hopefully not. Jon isn't the type to stay where he isn't welcome though, or where he isn't respected. He might even leave the title of King in the North to Bran, but I have absolutely no idea what he would do instead. Maybe go back to the wall and lead the defense against the walkers, but I do believe that Bran will tell Jon about his mother. Oh, and by the way, Daenerys and her people are on their way to Westeros. There is just so much to talk about, but let's just check out the episode. What? Already starting? A flashback? Going back in time?
You're wondering why I brought you all here.
You know what? Is this Walder Frey? Is this really a flashback? Or is Arya doing something with those damn faces?
A toast.
I'm a bit suspicious about this.
Proper wine. For proper heroes.
Maybe that's poison? Or maybe this is a flashback, I don't know. Look at that. Why didn't he drink?
Not you.
I think I might be correct about this.
Brave man.
I don't know, I'm just confused right now.
Cut the throat of a mother of 5.
You hear what he's saying? Or she's saying?
You didn't slaughter every one of the Starks. No.
I told you so, poison. This is surely Arya. Wow, I'm impressed with myself.
Tell them the North remembers.
Yeah, that's epic. And that is the end of the Freys. Karma, or what do we call this? She is an Avenger. That's pretty damn clear now. So where will she go now? Whose turn is it next? Will she go for Cersei? For the Lannisters maybe? Cause who else is there? That face technique is pretty overpowered. She can turn into anyone, and anyone would be fooled. What's that in the distance? Some clouds approaching. Some fog, mist. Is that the army of the dead? Marching? I would think so. It truly looks like an army of darkness at least. And the music? Yep, that's them. So creepy and spooky. Like, guys, what is your purpose even? Just turn the whole world into coldness, darkness. Even a giant. Speaking about overpowered. Not one giant, but a couple. At least. Bran, where are you? Oh, back at the wall. Now hurry up, go home, tell everyone what's happening.
This is Brandon Stark.
They're like, what? What is a Stark doing up here?
You've seen the Night King? He's coming for us.
I don't think that was what he was asking, but alright, Bran.
Let's get them inside.
The good thing about Ed is that he's a reasonable guy. No wonder Jon liked him.
I want every Northern Maester to scour their records for any mention of dragonglass.
We need dragonglass. Valyrian steel.
Everyone aged 10 to 16 will drill daily with spears, pikes, bow and arrow.
It's about time we taught these boys of summer how to fight.
Not just the boys. We can't defend the North if only half the population is fighting.
You expect me to put a spear in my granddaughter's hand?
I don't plan on knitting by the fire while men fight for me.
I'm telling you, she's the boss.
And I don't need your permission to defend the North.
Davos is loving her. So am I. This is a fight for survival.
The closest castle to Hardhome is Eastwatch by the sea.
And that's where I'll go. Looks like we're the Night's Watch now.
No need to tease them like that. Don't provoke each other.
The Ambers and the Karstarks betrayed the North. Castles should be torn down with not a stone left standing.
Castles committed no crimes. We should give the last hearth and Carhold to new families.
The Umbers and the Karstarks have fought beside the Starks for centuries.
Are you going to forgive them, Jon?
I'm not going to strip these families of their ancestral homes because of the crimes of a few reckless sons.
This is difficult.
Give the castles to the families of the men who died fighting for you.
And he is loving it, obviously. But I think I'm with Jon on this one. He sees the bigger picture right now. Sansa is stuck in that little game.
I will not punish a son for his father's sins.
Yep, I think I'm with Jon on this one. That's the correct move.
For centuries our families fought side by side on the battlefield.
Those are innocent people. Poor children, they look frightened.
Will you stand beside me, Ned and Alice, now and always?
Now and always.
See, that's how you deal with a problem. Do you understand, Sansa? Or are you going to be bitter? Can't be that influenced by Baelish. Remember, he wants chaos. That benefits him.
When you question my decisions in front of the other lords and ladies, you undermine me.
We can't question your decisions anymore.
Of course you can, but
Joffrey never let anyone question his authority. You think he was a good king?
Okay, right now I'm with Sansa. You can't discuss in front of others. It's not about undermining someone's power.
A raven from King's Landing, Your Grace.
A raven from King's Landing? Interesting.
Cersei of House Lannister.
What does she want?
Exactly what I was going to ask.
bend the knee or suffer the fate of all traitors.
Should Jon go? I don't know. How much strength and power do the Lannisters have? They have other things to deal with. You know, Daenerys is coming.
She'll never stop until she's destroyed you.
I don't know. She's about to get destroyed herself.
You almost sound as if you admire her.
Well, she did learn a couple of things from her. Wow, I'm on point in this episode. But I don't think Jon should panic. Because if Cersei goes for the north, then she will be vulnerable in the south, or from the south. And from the east.
You angry with me?
No, not angry.
Disappointed.
You afraid of me?
Maybe a bit.
Should I be?
That's a fair question. Again.
Daenerys Targaryen has chosen Tyrion to be her hand. Where will they land?
Dragonstone.
Dragonstone?
Enemies to the east. Enemies to the south.
See, everyone hates you. And according to you, it's got nothing to do with you. Right? Cersei lacks self-reflection. That's her biggest problem. And that will probably be her downfall as well. I wouldn't be surprised.
Will the Tyrell Bannermen stand alongside a Dothraki horde?
They think Daenerys will win. No one wants to fight on the losing side. Right now, we look like the losing side.
Some common sense here from Jaime.
I understand whoever loses dies.
Are you prepared to die? I think so. You're all in on this.
Our children are dead.
A dynasty for us, then.
Wow, she is delusional. What the hell has happened to her? Well, a lot has happened.
The last Lannisters, the last ones who count.
She is obsessed with power. Jaime, I feel bad for you right now. Because you said it yourself. You are on the losing side. I don't want you to die, but if you stick with Cersei, that's probably where your fate is.
Can't win this war alone.
I think I listened to Father for 40 years and learned nothing.
Alright, show us then. Because I'm pretty neutral when it comes to this fight between Daenerys and Cersei. Those are some beautiful ships.
You invited the Greyjoys to King's Landing.
Not all of them.
Oh, the other part. The uncle.
I know the Ironborn. They're bitter, angry little people.
I agree with Jaime. Such a disappointment. But man, they also have a lot of ships. This can turn interesting. I might have underestimated them. The Greyjoys.
Murdering them would make me feel a lot better.
Dude, he is also a bit crazy.
I thought we rightful monarchs could murder them together.
Don't get too brave here.
You're not a rightful monarch, though, are you?
Exactly.
If you hadn't crushed us, I wouldn't have gone into exile. If I hadn't done that, I wouldn't be the greatest captain of the 14 seas. The Iron Fleet, you own the seas.
She loves that. Did you see that smile?
What do you want in return?
I wanted to grow up and marry the most beautiful woman in the world. So here I am.
Don't say it in front of Jaime.
In two good hands.
Look at him. I don't think he...
Decline your proposal.
Why?
You're not trustworthy. You murdered your own brother.
You should try it. Feels wonderful.
Man, he is brave. I'm nervous for him. Like, what is he saying? This is outrageous.
I won't return to King's Landing until I have that for you.
They are like, we are making a deal with the devil here. Is this the library where Sam is? Let's see, what have you learned? Getting comfortable in your role? Guys, I don't need that. Hard work being a maester, not as glorious as it sounded. Maybe not in the beginning. Dude, come on. We don't need that. Repeat the process. Please. No more, please. Let's go back. Let's go back to King's Landing or wherever. Some special books? Sam, should you really be doing this? Sneaking around? Don't be a stupid fat hobbit here. Good. Man, that's a tease. Now I wanna know what all of that was about. What's behind those bars?
I asked you if I could have access to the restricted area of the library. I've seen them. The army of the dead. I was sent here to learn how to defeat them. They all doubt the walkers ever existed in the first place.
Everyone in the Citadel doubts everything. It's their job.
That's a great description of the job. A bunch of cynics.
You believe me?
I do. We are this world's memory, Samuel Tarly.
That was beautiful. We are this world's memory.
The wall has stood through it all, and every winter that ever came has ended.
This isn't a normal winter though, is it? Sam will probably sneak inside by himself, without permission. He needs to find the answers. See? And I wouldn't be surprised if he got caught. Just gonna take the books like that? Wow. That's bold. What do you want?
Lord Baelish.
I want you to be happy. I want you to be safe.
I am safe.
What about happy? What do you want that you do not have?
At the moment, peace and quiet. No need to seize the last word, Lord Baelish.
Dude, Baelish is like poison. Just in your ear all the time.
Without the veil, Ramsay Bolton would still hold this castle.
That's the problem. We can't get rid of him now.
For hands of gold are always cold.
What the hell? Isn't that the artist? Ed? Or whatever his name is? If not, that's like his twin or something. Nah, it must be him. Because he was singing also.
You heading south?
King's Landing.
King's Landing? Really? Are you going for Cersei?
We're part of the army that's been sent to keep the peace.
Arya. These guys have been kind so far.
My wife's just had our first baby. I hope it's a girl.
Why?
Girls take care of their papas when their papas grow old. Boys just go off to fight in someone else's wars.
What is happening here? Arya has become a scary character. You don't know what she's doing. At any time she can snap and kill everyone. Like a psycho. Is this the moment she'll snap? Oh, what? They're like, what are you talking about? I wouldn't be surprised if they started laughing. Guys, she's serious. Don't underestimate her.
You want some rum? Don't like that shit, it's too sweet.
Wow, he's a hard man.
This seems like a good place to spend the night.
Is it abandoned? Go and take a look, maybe.
I don't like the look of it.
Is it a familiar place? I feel like this is the place where he and Arya stayed at. Maybe I'm mistaken about it. Yep. Maybe I was right about that.
I'd say they were starving, and rather than let his little girl suffer, he ended it for both of them.
Why does the Lord of Light keep bringing you back? I've met better men than you, so why you?
Sandor is such a realist, and I like that. He's always keeping it so real and to the point.
I don't understand, our Lord.
No nonsense.
If he's so all-powerful, why doesn't he just tell you what the fuck he wants?
Another great question.
Come over here.
We're going to show him something in the fire? Turn him into a believer? Oh, I forgot about his trauma.
What do you want?
Come, take a look.
Only the fire can tell you.
Go and take a look, come on. Trust them. He's not going to throw the fire at you or something.
What do you see? Logs burning. What do you see?
What do you guys see? I don't know.
Ice.
Ice?
A wall of ice. The wall. Where the wall meets the sea. There's a castle there.
I don't think I'm supposed to see what he sees. What the frick?
The dead are marching past.
Do you believe me now, Clegane?
So guys, what are we doing?
What the hell are you doing, Clegane?
Burying the dead.
Maybe we should burn them, I don't know. He is a good but broken man. The Brotherhood seems like a great place for the Hound.
We asked the Father to judge us with mercy. We asked the Mother to... And I don't remember the rest.
I didn't expect you to remember. You're trying your best.
I'm sorry you're dead.
Yeah, that's from the heart. And that's what matters. And what a goated character the Hound is. Such a journey he's had. Such development. For us as viewers.
You should really sleep, Sam.
The dead don't.
But can you concentrate like that? You are not like the dead. Remember that.
It's a map of Dragonstone.
Yeah?
That's dragonglass.
Stannis told me, but I didn't think Jon needs to know.
Okay, so that's where we can find more dragonglass. Yeah, and that makes sense. I did kinda expect that, but who will control that island? Stannis is gone, Daenerys is on her way there, I think. Oof, I got scared the frick out of me.
Has she come yet?
Jorah?
Haven't heard anything.
Shouldn't touch people. Oh my god, he is done, for real. Time is running out for him. Are we arriving at Dragonstone? Is it completely abandoned? Looks like it. No one is here. So this will probably be the new base, until they take the capital. Now get to work.
Shall we begin?
And that's that. Now, let's do the review. Alright, so that was the first episode of the 7th season. For being the start of a season and the setup establishing our different situations, it was very entertaining and interesting. Now, it began with Arya annihilating the Freys, disguised as Walder himself. At first, I thought that it was a flashback. Then, it just felt like something strange was up. As soon as you remember Arya's ability to switch faces, you start to get suspicious, and I'm not sure if that's good, but so far it's been used quite well. I hope we don't overdo it though. But I must confess that I enjoyed the karma they got. There is, in my opinion, a difference between seeking personal vengeance as an individual and as a leader with a lot of responsibility. Doing this as a leader, acting in the name of justice, wouldn't really work, but Arya does not claim to be any of that. At least not so far. She does not pretend to be good or above anyone else. I just see her as a true avenger pretty much. I feel like that's the path she has chosen to take. Anyway, the rest of the episode was dedicated to preparing for all the possible conflicts. The North is mobilizing, and so is Cersei, and so is Daenerys, and even the Brotherhood is. Some of the people are better at prioritizing though. We are seeing who's going for personal glory and who's going for survival of the race pretty much. Survival of life. So the characters I especially enjoyed in this episode were Jon, Sandor and Sam. I like how Jon handled the so-called traitor houses, even though Sansa didn't agree with him. That little debate was interesting, but for me, he gets an A+ for his decisions. Sandor was great as always. I just can't get enough of him. He's such a well-written character, and one of the best things about this show. It was also quite fun to see how Sam was doing, and how harsh it is to become a maester. That was amazingly portrayed. Now, my favorite scene was probably the beginning, when Arya pretended to be Walder. Even though I realized what was about to go down, it still was epic. As the first episode of the season, I'm gonna give this one an 8 out of 10. A solid start. That gives us excitement for the future. Now, I expect this season to focus on the war between Cersei and Daenerys. I think the Walker situation might be saved for the last season. We will probably only start learning about them and prepare for them in this season. But anyway guys, that's it for this time. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, then please subscribe and leave a like. That would be really awesome. Now take care and see you next time.